FNAF fan games. Are they good? Yes! Most of the time. Games like Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese's Rebooted are good. The FNAF Custom Night mods, UCN Deluxe, UCN Recode, multiple! Like, all of them are very good because people are good game developers. Not good developers would consist of the person who made The Return to Freddy's, which is bad enough things to say. Dare I say anymore? But in 2015, a dev called Emil Mako made Five Nights at Candy's as one of the first original fan games to come out. And was also one of, if not the first, to get the same quality as the original, or at least very, very close to it. And it was the most well-received fan game that ever came out because of its quality, which I will admit, for its time, it was very, very good. Then the second one came, which stuck because every single animatronic worked the exact same way. Like, I'm serious. Like, if you thought the animatronics working the same way in FNAC 1 was bad, like the gameplay is so boring in FNAC 2. Like, it's really, really bad. And Emil Mako made the third game, which, we'll put it this way, it was, how do I put this? The chosen one. Sorry, Anakin fans, but it was actually the chosen one here, if you include FNAC. The third game came and was the most well received, with a similar feel to FNAF 4, and I do like it. Like, it's an alright game. The character designs of Monster Rat and Monster Cat are very, very well designed. They're very, very good, and they do make the game look real menacing. But when you put them in gameplay together with their actual mechanics, there's a lot to be what's the word? Your expectations should not be high for this game in mechanically way. You'll understand if I explain tonight, so I'll do that now. So Monster Rat is our antagonist, who does the main attacking. His attacking is very simple. He'll pop out at one of the two doors with a claws in, and if you shine your light on him, you can stall him from attacking. But if he gets in, the attack begins. So he'll move in a triangular formation. Left side is when he's furthest away, so the hitboxes are bigger. When he's in the middle, he's a little closer, and the hitboxes are a bit smaller. And right side is the twin of Mustafar. During the attack, he will move in a triangle, like I said, and he can twitch, which is a fake movement. And when the attack is finally finished, he will go under the bed. What you'll do is check under the bed and see what side he is on. Go back from under the bed, go to the opposite side of him. And then when you hear a creak, go to the other side, flash his head, and well done. You just did a singular attack. I repeat that for the rest of the night. Now in night 3, his partner in crime, Monster Cat, appears. And he is the easiest enemy I've ever fought in a game, next to stalling Foxy in FNAF 1. Because all you have to do is shine your light on him to make him go away. And if you let him progress too much, he will later run. But this will likely never happen. And if it does, it's a sign of what us gamers call a skill issue. You also have a cassette tape which you do have to manage, surprisingly. When it's playing, the night goes by twice as fast. It will eventually run out, the song will stop. When it does, you will have to press the rewind button to put the song back to the beginning. You can also stop it mid-song, which then you can rewind it or just leave it like a crazy person. Now, this game is like really easy. But the final night with Finny is really hard and is so stupid for some reason. This video is not about PMIC, which yes, I will do, so yes, it is a not continuing. But these games have something about them. To me, that makes them really boring. But some people saw these games. I made them not only better, but also way harder. With, instead of horror in mind, it was to get on to the maximum list, which the maximum list ranks all the different challenges from across all the different fan games in a list on ranking them from hardest to easiest, which actually RIP 5020. I'm actually kind of annoyed about that because I beat that like really recently. But Emil Nako obviously made the originals, but some people took the original FNIC games, and these people were Mr. Mammoty, Nephorite, and pretty sure Sunken Studios. And they made a game, and Soulborn was Five Nights at Candy's, but better. Boing, 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 boing. Oh, FNIC, but better. What a game. These games put 5020 to shame. For reference, OGLP for Rat Cat All Challenges is at 56 right now, while 5020 is no longer on the list as of now. Which really annoys me, because here's the problem. 5020 is my hardest max mode as of now. Which... so cool, that my hardest max mode isn't even on the list anymore. But anyway, these games, in my opinion, make FNIC fun to play. And what I mean by fun is that you're not looking from left to right. All the characters have the same mechanics, boring gameplay. No. These games do make FNIC fun to play, like in FNIC 1 but better. Instead of every animatronic but blank doing the exact same thing, they all do different ones. The only one I can actually remember as of writing the script and of talking right now, you have to watch Cindy having, and then you send her to the main stage. Also, I do, actually now I remember, what do you call them? What do you call them? Class is, no, not Classic Cat. Old Candy. I know you can't watch him. I know that. I remember that. FNIC 2 but better is a game I have played, so I don't know what the changes are. But my personal favorite, in FNIC 3 but better, the night has changed a lot. And I mean for both Rat and Cat and Vinny. Because I'm only doing Rat and Cat, I'm only going to go the characters that appear in that game. which will not be Vinny or Monstergami, which, if you do want to see anything related to those two things, I would just go watch some videos on my second channel. After you watch this one, obviously. But Monster Rat is basically the same, but overall is much more aggressive, faster, and twitches more. So here's a side-by-side comparison of Monster Rat in vanilla, see, very, very slow, and FNAC, but better. Yes, he has a nightmare difficulty, but it's still a comparison. If I put it on easy, it would probably still be harder. Now, Monster Rat changes, were not that drastic, but, Monster Cat. Oh my god. Monster Cat has been changed so much. Yes, the swat away like a fly. Yeah. He now attacks like Rat, but not as long. Yet. He is also an inverse Rat, because the Rat will come in, do his attack, then you lure him out of the bedside. What Cat will do is you have to lure him out first, then do his attack. Now, because I'm an elite level FNAFer, I didn't do them on just nightmare difficulty, because the cycle was weird to learn for me. So now
fun begins.
And I say, well, I didn't say it, Anakin said it, you know. I say that because it's time to start adding challenges. First are the two shadow variations, which, yes, it is preferably that you, add them both together. Looking at you, Lucifer. Shadow Rat is really just a harder version, but all you have to know is that at the bedside, he's super aggressive. So here's actually a picture of the room so you can figure out what side is left, middle, right, like down to the, I'd like to say pixel, but probably not pixel. Now, Monster Cat. Monster Cat's shadow variation is a demon from the underground. And I say that because, oh my god. Shadow Cat still has to be lured out and does one short attack, then to one of the other two places for a second attack. That is random every time, and even the attack is random of how long he stays in the position. Little Andy never leaves bed. As you can see, just, you know, slightly dislike him, just a bit, just a wee bit. Anyway, time to learn Cycle of Night, because it's actually easier than you even think it is. I hate my life. The cycle goes that you go to the cassette, play it, go under the bed, and then check what side Cat is on, go up from the bed, same side as Cat, wait till you hear knocking, which is Rat trying to get in the room, which we don't want yet. So quickly finger mouse across the room, stall him, and finally lure Cat out. Do his 2 attacks, let Rat in, and do his attack. Go to the cassette to stop, and then rewind, go under the bed, lure Rat out. Remember, don't go to the very edge of the room, go to like the edge of whatever side he's on, and then you lure Rat out, flash him, go to the cassette, let it continue rewinding, and then play it, and then repeat this for the rest of the night. And yeah, you would have done it. Congratulations. Next is our good old boy Classic Cat, which is literally just Cat from vanilla FNAC 3, but better. pun intended. But now he is actually a little different, and he's still kind of a sort of way like a fly. Like when he's not on the same side, he will emerge quicker, and also never leaves, because when he's flashed all the way down on one side, he will just go to the other side. So now you know the true power of the dark side. The cycle is pretty much the exact same, but always make sure Classic Cat is on the opposite of Cat and the same side as Rat. But when you're about to do Rat and Classic Cat is on the left, but Rat isn't there, just flash him to the right, because you don't know for sure if you'll be on the middle or the right. But once you learn the cycle, it's easy! And before the comments be mad at me, here's the updated cycle, because this is the last cycle altering thing you will need to know. Start the night as usual with the cassette on Shadowcat. Then while waiting for Rat, check if Classic Cat is on that side. If he is, flash him all the way down. If not, that's okay. Lure Cat out, do his attacks, then flash Classic Cat down a bit. If Rat is going to spawn on the same side as him, keep him there. If not, flash him all the way. Then do Rat's attack, lure him out, play the cassette, flash Classic Cat a bit, and repeat. And now that sounds like a lot. Yes. Did it take me an embarrassing amount of time? Indeed. Was it actually easy? Yes, it was. The next challenge to absolutely destroy my soul is on cassette, which is actually not that bad, because the last challenge was the last challenge that altered the cycle. And all hard cassette does is make the cassette a little more important, and absolutely deleting the speed feature. So now you have to play the cassette, and if you're not, you'll start to fall asleep. And the other one is not speeding up the night, so you have to deal with this madness for 8 whole minutes. Also, if you do fall asleep, you die. So just make sure to have your little cassettes. Now, so far, the challenges haven't been too bad, especially the last one. But there is one challenge that reigns far above the rest, and has somehow managed to split this community, at least in my opinion. And that challenge is none other than Laser Pointer. Now, Laser Pointer is not the same as it used to be at all. Because you see, the current patch is 3.1.3, and that has what we call nerfed Laser Pointer, which is where the hitboxes are still the same size, and the only thing that changes is the flashlight size. Back in 3.0.0, it shrunk the hitbox. Now, don't get me wrong, the visual difference is still annoying and causes pain beyond imagination, but it is nothing compared to what OG Laser Pointer did to the people. And even though it is still nerfed, Flip Me was so hard for no reason. Look at you, right-sided cat. Okay, reasons one. Well, no, not reasons one. Reasons why this is annoying. Reason 1, cat. Reason 2, cat. Reason 3, cat. Okay, okay, yeah, I got all the reasons. Yeah, cat is keying with laser pointer. Like, I'm convinced the devil made him. But laser pointer, yes, nerf, little bit, teeny bit, wee bit. Yes, this took me ages to do. So here's a death montage, cause you love seeing them things at this point. My. Now, cat is not the same as rat. I think I made that clear. But rat does this thing called not having random movements, not being stupid, and punchable. And not being punchable. Is annoying enough without laser pointer. With laser pointer. Now here's the problem I have with this mode. Where I'll play, I'll get a stupid death, only play for 10-20 minutes, and that's a problem. Because what's better than going outside, having fun, seeing family? Suffering while looking at a cat. Anyway, after a long battle of 7 minutes, I was at 5 AM. Last rat attack. I got lucky with the left, and death. I wasn't even reporting I got this death. As you can see, this is the most normal reaction you will ever get from me. Well, after suffering this so much, I think it's time to introduce the rat and cat attack practice mod. The holy grail for practicing, and it's so nice. But I'm actually gonna go over that later, but just know it did help me a lot with laser pointer. Well, I had been attempting all challenges for a little while at this point. And it was getting really, really frustrating. But that's to be expected when you die over and 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 over. Feeling a lot in anything is always annoying. After I took a step back and really did think, why in the name of the earth was I doing this? And then I remembered. I feel this hate. It leads to anger. Anger leads to suffering. No, I know that's not what he said, but shut up. Okay, no, I remembered I remembered because there's people who want to watch this, who want to watch me suffer doing a max mode that I like, and good soldiers follow orders. And that was the only confidence boost I needed. So let me present to you Rat and Cat, all challenges. I had finally done it. Jesus finally did it! For what seemed like forever, I had done it! But it wasn't good enough. I wanted something more. I wanted something so hard and so unbelievable that it would make this video get delayed even more. and there was one more challenge I could do in this game related to that. And that challenge is OG Laser Pointer. This one singular small hitbox change is so much of a difference, it isn't funny at all. No, there is one reason. Actually, there is a couple of reasons why this video took so long. Besides Star Wars, and that was, the reason was a little game. Well, it's not little, but I'll say that. That game was none other than Helldivers 2. Because while I was making this video, Arrowhead decided, a big event. And that event just so happened to be one of the biggest ones I've ever seen in gaming. Because it was the return of the Illuminate faction. They came out of the Meridia black hole and was heading for Super Earth. And you know what happens when something's heading to Super Earth? You fight for your life. And treason is not the Helldiver way. And I had no other choice, so I fought that fight. And I actually remember, now I think about it, I did put up a community post saying about it. I didn't record during like that entire couple days time frame, which, when you think about it, isn't really a smart thing to do. But yes, it was fun. I'll be honest, I didn't think I was taking too long to do the video, but for some reason I still chose to play Helldivers. I hope you can understand that every once in a while, well, actually, not just me, people need a break. And this was my break, just chilling with the homies, diving for democracy. Now that that is done, we can actually get to OG Laser Pointer. OG Laser Pointer to me is something that wouldn't be too bad until you actually try it and say, yeah bro, no you meant, that's crazy. It's actually, like, kind of crazy how much a little small hitbox change can make. It's not even that big. It's not that much smaller, yet it makes all the difference. For example, I'm going to show you right side rat attacks side by side. Left is nerfed laser pointer and right is OG laser pointer. And when I do this, I want you to look at that at the hitbox and take note of the small difference. Now look at the score bar. Yes, it is crazy. That's if I didn't pull up most goofiest gameplay footage I've ever. Actually, not goofy, godly gameplay I've ever done. Now, after watching that, I think it's a little clear on how the hitboxes really are. So now I have complained a little, just a little, about with the hitbox. It's time to go in to the actual runs. Lots and lots and lots of deaths. Yes. And I was actually tempted to just leave it like I did with 50-20 no death coin, because I was practicing for that, but then I realized it would have been far too long to get out, so I decided against it. But I knew that I could do it. Or, well, I mean, I thought I could do NDC, but I also thought I could do this. Or so I thought I could do it. I thought this because I had beaten normal Ranting Cat Ultra Rounded twice by this time, because I had beaten it without recording, so I had to beat it again. But I haven't even gotten 1 AM in OG Laser Pointer yet, which I think proves how hard this really is. But then after many 12 AM deaths, I had finally broken the 1 AM barrier. Next was to try and break the 2 AM wall, which is easier said than done. Never mind, easier done than said. Now, if you remember from earlier, I brought up the Rat and Cat Attack practice mod, which, come on, like, it's the holy grail for this. And I think it's time to finally properly introduce it. Because it's the only reason I actually see people beating this nowadays. Because it's just so good at helping this remote. Especially Right Side Cat, which, speaking of, NOGLP, this, yeah, OG Laser Pointer with, Right Side Cat is, it's combining the two is literal hell. But anyway, the Rat and Cat Attack practice mod is very useful because it lets you pick between normal and shadow. All attack positions, like left, middle, and right. And for Cat, it lets you pick the two-phase attack for Shadow Rat. If you pick the debug from the normal game, which shows the hitbox and scorebar, but in this, it lets you pick just the scorebar, which is what I personally use. Next, you have secondary debug, which is just shows how many movements they have, and for Rat, it shows how many twitches are left. There is also like I don't know if it's called unlimited mode or endless mode, but it makes the attack endless. And there is a random head position, which I think explains itself. Now this practice mod does have laser pointer, because what else are you using it for? But it's not nerfed laser pointer. It's OG. So this is the best thing this mod had for me when I did use it. Practicing middle rat and right rat are very, very recommended from me to get this mode beaten quicker and get rid of a lot of suffering and painful deaths really, really far. But it gives itself its own demons. Practicing right side cat, middle cat, left to right, and left or right to the middle. These attacks, Jesus, it took me so long. These attacks are the only reason this video took so long. But this mod was very, very helpful for the time I was using it, especially when doing cat was very, very. My next step was 3 AM, which actually took some time, but eventually I did too. But to get to 4 AM was a real struggle. And it wasn't even the game's fault. For once, it was actually my fault. Because instead of playing Rat and Cat like I should, because I have a video to get out, which I won't make that mistake again when I do PMAC and other challenges. Instead, I decided to watch. Yeah, around this time, I was watching / rewatching Star Wars, and as of now, I'm on the Bad Batch. Clone Wars was the real enemy here, because it was peak, and somehow Season 7 was actually my favorite season, which is weird, because Disney made that season. And because I'm Star Wars consumed at this point, I barely played at all. So now when I was playing, it was mostly playing the practice mod, because they didn't take a lot of time out of my day, and it was actually the most helpful thing that I could have done, because it would help out in the long run. So here's a quick montage of winning attempts. Not losing, winning. Yeah, I'm actually as surprised as you are. Some of them were winning. What? I know, shocking. But this actually did help a lot to get to the 4 AM I needed to get. So here's that clip. After I reached 4 a.m., I hit a block in the road. And for a while, actually, no, not for a while, I mean ages, it was miserable. Because I could not get a single run past 4 a.m. for ages. So you guessed it, you're getting a death montage, but only like 5. Yeah, those, I'm sorry for the cut it there, but yeah. But basically, I was losing consistency because of my lack of play. And I have no one to blame but me. Because Star Wars is getting real peak. Like, seriously, that Revenge of the Sith supercut is crazy good. But basically, this loss of consistency, I was only getting 1 to 2 AMs, right? Which isn't good for something like this. And this was even worse because I was getting annoyed at every single death, which made me play less. Then lose more consistency, die more, play less, and the cycle repeats itself. And around this time, I did start to write the script of this video, which was fun to do. JK, it was miserable again because the only fun part about making a video was finding the music, which I do hope the ones I did find and choose are good and not copyrighted. Then the most amazing thing happened. I got a 3 a.m. Let's go! I actually do have to stop talking about OG Laser for just a wee second, because I need to bring something very, very important that happened to this channel while I was playing this, and I couldn't fulfill the thing I wanted to do for it. The other day, on July 10th, my channel turned 1 year old, and here's the thing. I was originally going to beat Hotel Hell. Like, my first video was the ending of Hotel Hell, so I was gonna rebeat it, not with the same modifiers and doors or anything. I was gonna rebeat it with new modifiers, and then upload the whole run. So basically a second channel video on the main channel. I was gonna upload the full completion, not edit it, because I didn't used to edit these videos until the Helldivers video came along. But because of this video, I couldn't do that. So instead, I uploaded a thank you video. I don't plan on doing my original idea, but yeah. Not that I've time to bring that up. I was actually trying to get this challenge done for that date, and I couldn't, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to do that idea for 1 year. So once the 10th passed, I knew it wasn't possible. And also, so currently it is the summer when I'm writing the script and talking and doing the voiceover and editing the video. I was going on holiday on the 22nd of July. And that's a problem, because I had a challenge to complete. So to not lose any of that consistency I had to beat it, I had to beat Brighton Cattle Challenge's OG Laser Pointer with a personal best of 4 a.m. before I went away. I didn't care how long the video would take at this point, because it's already been delayed so much because of my stupidity picking OG Laser Pointer. But as long as I got OG Laser Pointer done for that, I was fine. So I just played and played, and here are actual attempts, practice attempts, which is Dragon Head Attack Practice Mode, and most importantly, the deaths. Okay, so I didn't want to pull a crap ton of clips, so um, no, you're not getting another death.
Yeah, it was a real struggle if you ask me. But then I was playing one day, just a normal day, not getting far, but not doing bad. And then one attempt was different from the others. I had done plenty of attempts, even that week. Right, I was tired of this movie. I just wanted it to end. Well, I had to end for the 22nd. But this one was so different. So, ladies and gentlemen, after almost 40 minutes of talking, hearing this journey, I now present my winning completion of the 56, well, as of now, the 56th hardest FNAF challenge in the entire world. Rat and Cat, all challenges, with OG Laser Pointer. Yes.
Oh. No, that's not true. Oh my god, it's true. I never cut my hair for this. Oh my god.
what a journey this was. And actually, this started at Christmas when I first got my laptop. But the journey only kicked off really recently after my 50/20 video. But seriously, thank you for watching. I'm being patient. And don't worry, FNAC3 isn't going anywhere. Because I have to do PMAC next. And neither is the torture. So, next time you'll see me on actually the second channel. What's the raw footage? But on this channel, it'll be a while because it's PMAC, bro. But yeah, consider subscribing. It's free and it helps me a lot. And thank you for watching nearly 40 minutes. This will be the longest video I ever publish. As of now, I'll probably end up releasing around 30 minutes. But thank you, really. Your support was much needed when I was doing this. I don't know what to say at the end of the video. I'll just do the credits because that's funny. Oh, and by the way, before I actually do these funny, really not funny, but to me it's funny credits. I do want to say I'm taking some time off. Well, I'm gonna have some time off during holiday, but I mean some time off to beat the original game max moves because I've only done 420, 1020, and 5020. I haven't done Aggressive Nightmare or any of the other ones. So I needed to do them because I need for a future challenge. But no, seriously, thanks for watching. This video took way too long. I hope it was worth it. I'm gonna try and edit way better than any of my other videos. So yeah, if it's still summer, enjoy your summer. If it's not, I don't know. Roll the credits. Bye bye.